It is a sad reality at schools across the country. Mass shootings are happening more frequently, and for decades, school administrators have adjusted to the new reality. Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young explains how a growing number of school districts across the state are adding another layer of protection to keep your children safe.
Walk down any hallway lined by classrooms and memories of your school years will likely flood your mind. But what you might not remember if you graduated prior to 1999 are active shooter drills being taught today in classrooms across the country.
How often do you think about the safety of your students?
Every morning when I drive down the road that leads to my school, and every afternoon when I leave the school, and every weekend. It never stops.
In the last 25 years following Columbine, there have been over 400 school shootings in the U.S. Last year, 9 took place in North Carolina alone.
People who are determined to create harm can create harm. That's unfortunately the world that we live in.
Due to the fear of his school being targeted, this North Carolina educator did not want him or his campus to be identified. Instead, he prefers to put a spotlight on a tool that he and others in his position are using to minimize the risk of a threat.
I would venture to say that if you didn't purposely look for them, you wouldn't even know they exist, which is kind of what you want, right?
Hundreds of students walk beneath this white panel every single day. What could be mistaken as blinds is actually a device that can deploy to the ground within seconds.
We're kind of that next step that, provides a much higher level of safety and security.
Mayday Security Solutions, a security company based in South Carolina, has developed a product that's being installed in school entryways across the Tar Heel state. It's called Life Shield. With the push of a button or a trigger of broken glass, the panels will drop, blocking the line of sight of a potential shooter. These panels, made out of Kevlar, are also bullet resistant, with the ability to stop upwards of 200 rounds from penetrating it. We put one to test with a 9mm pistol from 5 yards away.
This is actually working like a baseball mitt and catching the bullet, and then the elastic is actually dispersing all the force, and so that's what makes it so lightweight and so simply easy to catch bullet.
While the shots pierced through the first layer of fibers, they hit the second like a brick wall. None of them went through the other side and ended up taking most of the damage.
Here's actually a round out of the panel, so as you see, it just hit the panel and then just mushroomed out.
In the 2 years that the product has been on the market, they've been installed in school districts, charter schools, and synagogues across the country, many of which are cooperating with local law enforcement on response. It's an invention that mainly goes unnoticed, but is in place just in case.
You want to have your school feel like a very, welcoming and inviting building for people to come visit, but, behind the scenes having some resources like this that in a moment's notice can really help us remain safe.
While new tools like the panels won't stop educators from worrying about the safety of their students, they will take any minimization of harm they can get.
It's a priority. Certainly we exist to educate our young learners, our scholars, help them be successful in their future. But that can't happen if they don't have a safe place to learn.
Taylor Young reporting. All the panels cost between $8,000 to $10,000 to cover the average doorway, and because schools typically have tight budgets, many are relying on the safety grants to pay for the technology. And as of this month, Mayday Solutions says none of their panels have had to be deployed.